When we think about sexuality, of course, everyone, as soon as you even say the word sexuality, we all have different images and thoughts that come into our mind. But it's absolutely that journey to self. It's all about really getting to know yourself, your love, your likes, your dislikes, how you operate in the world according to like relationship, your previous relationships, relationships with your family, with your caregivers, your inner child, and uncovering all of that to really start bringing up again your true essence and what does sexuality mean to you, versus what we've been absorbing from our culture, from society, from conditioning, from our own families. So it's really a transformational process where you really go into deep self work and understanding so that you can really uncover your true nature. Like, what does it mean to you? Like, what does sexuality actually mean to you without all of the voices that we're given through our birth, basically?
So I'd love to hear what that means to you. Your personal story of what you're bringing to what sexuality means to you and how you're using it in your life and your spiritual practice.
Yeah, thank you. For me, it's interesting. So through this process, like there's a lot of rewriting, like really seeing what, first of all, the just the languaging and the messaging I received as a child growing up. And my family immigrated from Turkey. So we have very I was told like you need to be a virgin when you get married and like you can't use tampons because you lose your virginity. Like all of this stuff was just like thrown onto me before I even was able to explore anything. There was like a lot of shame, around it. And so for me, it's been taking this process of like really, but then of course as a teen, I was like a very sexual person. I loved it, like exploring and just having those experiences, through college and stuff of really coming into my own sexuality and sort of trying to leave behind what I was told from my own family. And so for me, at this point in my life, sexuality for me, honestly, I have really come to a place and where I feel like intimacy is a pathway or a pathway, not the only pathway, but intimacy is a pathway to my highest consciousness, to touching the divine, to really like expanded consciousness, similar to how we engage sometimes in plant medicines and other things that are expanding our consciousness. I feel like when you really dive into your sexuality from a place of deep intention, of reverence, of love for self, it has the potential to be a pathway to deepest consciousness and of highest self. Like it's really connecting me to my spiritual practice and recognizing all of it is beautiful. All of it is valid. We're sexual, sensual beings. And no matter how you express it, even if it's, being wild and crazy, for one night or having a beautiful, profound, sacred sexuality practice with a partner, it's yours and you get to claim it and you get to own it. And that's my hope as I work with people is just like that reclamation. Like I get to express myself the way that I want to, and it's perfect, exactly the way it is.